what you do, what you do, what you do. Hey, look, I know I'm up in here in my office. I was like, let me talk to the people, you know. Get y'all a little talking to today and everything. And see how y'all been doing, you know. Man, it's allergy season. It's allergy season and things just ain't right. It's like, let me tell you, you can't win for losing. You really can't. I was like, I'm gonna come in my office and get everything set up for work for tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to the people. Y'all can see I'm a very business person. But, you know, it is what it is. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something right here. And I want y'all to think about this. And I want you to think about it on the real tip. Because you know what? You have to think about you. Your mindset, where you're trying to get to in life and where you want to be. Shoot. That's just how it is. You know, it's crazy how when you're starting to change and you're starting to move into a different direction, people get mad at you. They're mad at you because you're choosing peace over drama and distance over disrespect. People get mad at you because you feel like, hey, I'm not going to keep allowing people to disrespect me. I'm not going to keep going through drama with people. Somebody out there right now is mad at you because you chose peace over drama and distance over disrespect. Hey, ain't no harm intended. It's like this. It's just like this. Y'all say I got my ad leave. I'm going to be having these headaches and these customers be working. You can tell people like this all day long. I'm going to take you to the show me lane. But until you take them to the show me lane, they're not going to be, they're not going to believe what you're saying. They're like, yeah, she's just talking. She's just talking. So sometimes you do have to take people to the show me lane and show them, hey, I'm not with all this drama you got going on. I'm not with all this disrespect. So I'm going to distance myself over here, stay in my lane, mind my own damn business, and we still can be cool. We still can be sociable from a distance. You know, and it's because that's just how society is. If you look at the news every day, somebody getting shot and killed over petty stuff. Like, why can't you constantly just maneuver yourself? Get away from the drama. You know, be aware of people who are constantly keeping an eye on you, but they don't give you any type of compliments or support you on any type of thing. Not all of your lookers are friends. In fact, many are amazed that you are still here because of all the shit that they did, thinking it was trapping you. A lot of people that are on this journey with you ain't for you. They're not. They just there to see how you're going to maneuver around the traps that they set for you. And they'd be amazed how you get around them traps. They'd be amazed how you step over that one hurdle to get to another hurdle, to get to another hurdle. But in the process, you ain't never, ever, ever, ever giving up. You're not. You're just doing what you got to do to get to the next level. I wrote this down because it really sunk down in my mind. I was just thinking the other day. And the 4 main reasons why I will always win: I don't hate on nobody. I pray. I stay in my lane. And last but not least, I don't compete with nobody but myself. I'm not out here to compete with nobody. Whatever God has for you, that shit's for you. What he got for me, it is for me. When I see my friends doing good, congratulations. When I see other people doing good, congratulations. Hey, I'm down to help anybody that's willing to help themselves. If you out here thinking that you gonna get over and get by, that ain't how life works. No, you gotta put in that work to get what you want. You gotta say to yourself, change me, oh Lord. Change me. So that I can be able to understand what you have for me. If you out here wanting what the Joneses got, I bet you won't want to be in the Joneses position when you find out all the shit that the Joneses did to get to where they got. This road called life, this shit is hard as hell. Our pastor said it, and he said it well. He say, a saint is only, let me make sure I got it right. A saint is a sinner with a past. And a sinner has a future. Crazy how when I be thinking back, you know, over my life and the things that I've done and how I've gotten to the position where I'm at, it's not because I've been a good person. It's because I had to go through some trial and errors to let God iron some things out in me, to change some things, to move some people. Because in the midst of all of my mess, I ain't finna tell y'all I'm squeaky clean. Baby, ain't none of us squeaky clean. Only one that's squeaky clean is the man above. But God can change anybody. He can. And the thing about it is, I used to be a vengeful person. Oh, you did me wrong. I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you back. I used to be that person. I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like I wasn't. I was. But then I realized I'm wasting more energy trying to think of a plan to get you back. I can't move forward. So now my philosophy is, if you do me wrong, I'm not going to come back for revenge. I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to forgive you. The second thing I'm going to do is forget you as a part of my life. Because the fastest way to kill the enemy is with love and distance. That's it. That's it. People walking around here not understanding that they're going through some things in their life because it's a generational curse. Let's just call it what it is. Oh, my mama did it and my grandmama did it, so I'm going to do it. Just because your mama and your grandmama did it don't mean it was the right thing to do. Some people don't even know what a generational curse is, so let me just break it down for you. A generational curse is something that is constantly repeated in the family. It's a cycle that needs to be broken. So there's some families, for instance, some families you have people they have people that, oh, my grandmama had a baby at 16 and my mama had a baby at 16, and what difference does it make if I have a baby at 16? Well, when your child come around, because y'all kept that cycle going, your child won't think that's okay for you to have a baby at 16. No, let's stop that. Because some people don't even, when they get pregnant, that's it. They don't go no farther than that pregnancy. So now it's them and this child growing up together. They done missed out on all the aspects of what they need to get to that next level, because my mama did it and my grandmama did it, and I'm going to do it because it seemed to work for them, but really it didn't work for them because it was just a cycle that kept going around in a circle. Everybody kept on benefiting off the same thing, which was government assistance. Not saying anything is wrong with government assistance, because baby, I've been there, done that, and I'm praising God that I've gotten over that phase in my life. But here we go. Let's talk about these people that got generational curses that, oh, my granddaddy didn't talk to his daddy because his daddy made him mad. So now my granddaddy and my daddy don't talk. And then you got my daddy and his son don't talk because guess what? The daddy done made the son don't talk. So that's three. Guess what happened, y'all? So when the father had a child, and the father didn't approve what the child was doing, the child stopped talking to the father because the child was like, hey, I'm at a stage and a point in my life that I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions. I don't need you telling me that you don't like what I'm doing because you don't agree with what it is. Guess what? Sometimes you gotta let grown folks be grown folks. Sometimes you gotta let grown folks go out here and find out what life is really about. Sometimes you just gotta be the person, be the bigger person and say, hey, instead of all this drama, I'm choosing peace. And when you realize that I'm an adult just like you, then we can conversate. Because I'd rather have peace than drama. And distance versus disrespect. That's just how we have to be out here in life. You know, people be like, oh, girl, I'm there, I'm down for you, I'm rocking with you. But some people aren't equipped to go where you're going. Some people are not equipped to handle the altitude that you're going to reach. So don't get scared and don't be afraid when, as you're starting to fulfill your dreams, they start to fall off. It's not because they bad people. They're not. They're just not equipped to go to that same altitude that you're trying to get to. They're not designed to be on that same level that you're trying to get to. Sometimes you got to let some people go to get where you're trying to get to. Sometimes in this life, you've got to make some sacrifices and say, hey, I love you, but I can't be bothered with you. I'm not agreeing to what you got going on because I got to change. It starts with me. Some people could be sitting right next to you and they'll never understand that you find peace just sitting in your own house, eating your snacks, watching your TV, and minding your own business. Sometimes in life, you got to make that decision to be like, hey, I just need me a day off from everybody and walk away. It's okay. Because in the midst of you walking away, you're getting some time to think about some things. You're getting some time to think about, why is this person really hanging on to me? I tell people often, if they're not beneficial for you, they're artificial for you. If they're causing you more money than they're bringing in, why am I tagging you along just to say I got somebody right there? Sometimes you got to let some people go in order for you to grow. Sometimes you just got to be like, is it worth the heartache? Is it worth the headache? Is it worth the frustration? Yeah, I'm going to tell you, relationships are hard as shit. And if you're not built for it, ain't no sense in you trying to get in one. You be standing out here looking like a fucking fool, trying to tag along Christopher, who's out entertaining Julie, trying to tag along Felicia, who's out entertaining Francis. You'll be a fucking fool not to look at the situation for what it is. I had to learn about a lot of people in life. And now, I can honestly say, some of them same people that I learned about be coming back asking me for fucking advice. Why are you asking me? Shit. When I was your friend, and we were supposed to be cool ace deuces, you took my friendship for a sign of weakness. But God had to take me through those things so I can get to the level that I'm on now. So that I can be where a wolves work wearing sheep clothing. Because guess what? As long as your focus is on you, as long as your well-being, your mental health, and your spiritual health is intact, their opinions do not matter. Don't allow them to mess up your happiness with their negativity. Period. Point blank. I don't care who it is. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, husband, wife, children. Don't let them do that to you. You only have one life to live. And living that life, as long as you know you're okay with God, guess what? Nobody else's opinion matters. Nobody else's opinion matters. Because guess what? They ain't paying them bills. If they're not feeding you, financing you, or giving you that good, their opinion don't count. They don't. That's just how life is, y'all. Sometimes you got to take the good with the bad, the ugly with the sad. Sometimes you just got to be willing to go through the fire with people. You know, babe doing this school right now, that's just stressful as hell. And it ain't just stressful on her. It's stressful on everybody. Because, you know, you might think that it's easy for her to go and do this. Because me, myself, and I look at her and I'm like, damn girl, I don't think I can do that class right there. That shit just a tad bit stressful. But I be trying to throw little jokes in, you know, help her out. Sometimes I gotta know my place for my jokes, because I be like, damn girl, what the fuck you talking to in there? Y'all, she be talking to herself. She be talking herself through the steps. And she like, girl, just close the door. Because you're not help, you're a distraction. I'm like, girl, you're in there having a whole fucking conversation with yourself. Like, you in the four walls. So then I have to bring myself back. We're like, okay. You know, when you was going through the first part of your schooling, and you was trying to do the stuff, and she was trying to help you cook, that shit was stressful. So you got to back up, Reese, and give her some space. Let her just talk to herself. It's okay for her to talk to herself. Now, when she started answering herself, like, y'all, I'm going to have to call the people like, hey, look, my girl over here, she talking to herself, and then she answering herself. And can y'all get a little bit of help for her? Because I don't know how she going to do this. But it's stressful because she spends so much time studying and not taking a break. And I be feeling like she's losing herself in this. I get it. I get it. Because she has a goal. I get it. But sometimes you have to step away and then come back to it refreshed. You can't do that shit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours straight. That shit is stressful as hell. And it will cause you to snap, crackle, and pop on the people that's really trying to help you. I'm just saying, somebody give me an amen. I heard it. Amen. But anyways, y'all, I just want to come here and let y'all know that it's a good day. Cooking dinner's on the stove going. And of course, babe's doing her studying. I'm about to tell her, hey, I'm going to need you to take like a 2-3 hour break. Give your brain a break. Because sometimes your brain be screaming at you and you just start talking out loud, thinking you talking it out, but you're just repeating the same shit. And then you get confused. You need to give your brain a break. Your brain needs a break sometime. Girl be like, oh my God, it's Sunday already? Where did Saturday go, girl? Saturday was you. Sunday. Then you wake up, it's Monday. Monday morning and you're trying to figure out where the fuck the weekend went. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying I love my girl. I love her to death. I am proud of her for taking these steps to do what she's doing. Because it requires a lot of discipline. Doing online classes requires a lot of discipline. I'm not going to lie to you because I have to discipline myself and say, okay, girl, you know this math shit is going to kick your ass this semester, so you better get that book. Well, I'm going to show you the book. This big old book right here. And go step by step by step. This is the math book. Food and beverage costs control. And I be up in there like, okay, give me an example. Nah, they don't give you no damn example. Well, how the fuck you think I'm supposed to know that I do this shit? So what I do is, when we have class, I take pictures for the screen.